Our own press clippings. I'm starting to realize that not a lot of shows make it this far.
You're digging the hype.
I just thought you just put in the hard work and effort, create chemistry, have good infrastructure.
Create value.
Create value, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone famous once said, no one loves Central more than Central.
Yeah, we do. We have to tell everyone what we think of ourselves. I had a morning.
What
I walked
happened?
in to get my coffee at an establishment not to be named, and I see commotion in the corner, and then I hear, shh, Roach.
You're
They
big on
follow me. They're
What is it
spraying
with you
with
and
Raid.
roaches?
So I had a couple options. I could leave, I could scream, or I could stay and get my coffee.
You stayed and got your coffee.
Yes, I did.
I don't buy into the whole
What does that
roach
mean?
thing.
I'd rather
I
have
just
a
kill
rat.
it and keep it moving. I
No.
don't look at them like they're
I'd rather have a rat
a
in my
sign
house
of filth.
than a roach. Well, they are, because if there's
What?
one, there's 100. I'd rather have a rat in my house, because a rat's a
way.
one-off.
That is a
That is a
complete
Yes.
lie.
The rat is a one-off. You get rid of it,
If you
it's gone.
see a mouse run, I don't care who you are.
I don't like that.
Hey, we love
I
the
had a
game.
snake one
Yeah,
time in the
exactly.
garage. Huge one.
What'd you do?
Yeah,
Vacuum it up?
ask about those
Groomed it out.
that deal with bubonic plague, how they feel about
Okay,
rats.
well, let me get them on line one.
I'd
What?
rather have a rat.
Hey, anyone who's
Is that still a thing, the bubonic plague?
That was a thing.
No, but is it coming back? I mean, everything's coming back.
I mean, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I think it's probably coming back. Good morning, America. The bubonic plague is once again wreaking havoc.
What's in your closet that's killing you at 11? Hey, we love
Good
the
games
game
last night.
because of the
Really
fabric
good
of it,
game.
right?
Really good game.
The sights, the sounds, and the vendors. Let's go to the north side.
Hot dog vending is an art. Here at Wrigley Field, our hot dog vendors have some of the most unique calls in all of Major League Baseball.
Hot dogs! Get your hot dogs! Hot dogs! Hey, hot dogs! Who's got the beef?
Who's hungry now? Hot dogs?
Hey, hot dogs! Hey, hot dogs! Hot diggity dogs! Get your hot diggity dogs here, guys! Hot dogs! Hot dogs!
Antonio, I want 6 hot dogs. God, that's good.
Oh, that's so good.
Remember the opening scene from The Breakup, which was an awesome sleeper movie with
Really
Vince
good.
Vaughn and
Vince
Jennifer
Vaughn, yeah.
When
Aniston?
she walks by him and he's like,
He's like, are you going to marry that guy?
Yeah,
So I'm going to save you the trouble. But he buys her a hot dog first. Yay.
that's funny.
God, Antonio's
That's funny.
nailing it.
Hey, let's switch it up. Let's me start the highlight read. Here we go.
Must be an Astros.
Must
hot
be.
dog.
I was
Astros
locked
game.
in on this game. Wake-up call. We go to Houston. Rangers, Astros. First inning, Josh Young, Brandon Belak. Goodbye.
Pull your hands in.
20th home run of the season.
Oh.
By the way, friend of the program, Nathaniel Lowe, had a great AB just right before Josh Young went deep. Bottom of the first. Bases are loaded. Chas McCormick.
Had a night.
Yeah, he did. Nearly has a grand slam. He thought he clipped it. Instead, it's a 2-run double. Astros take a 3-2 lead. But in the second, the Rangers come back. By the way, this game crystallized what both teams desperately need.
Yeah.
Pitching. Travis Jankowski ties the game at 4. Then the aforementioned Nathaniel Lowe. That's an RBI knock. Rangers on top, 5-4. Move to the 4th. Josh. Nope. This is the 5th. That's Yainer Diaz, sac fly to bring in Kyle Tucker. Now we go to the 7th. Bases loaded.
Hit him with the high.
That's right. Jonah Heim draws a walk. 7-6 Texas. Later in the inning, Nathaniel Lowe. He's going to draw a walk. Rangers extend to an 8-6 lead. It's now 9-6. Aroldis Chapman is on to face the heart of the Astros lineup. However, he walked 2 dudes. Then he gives this 3-run homer up to Chas McCormick, which looks a lot like this one against Jose Altuve. Okay, Chas
We
McCormick.
don't know what that is. I think it's Miles Sanders from the Super Bowl.
It is. That's what he said. It's a Miles Sanders homage. In the 9th, Yainer Diaz. Base hit to right. Jankowski cut off by Nathaniel Lowe. Kyle Tucker scores. Dusty Baker called it the win of the year. Chaz McCormick on his performance last night.
Yeah, I came ready to go. I thought yesterday in Oakland, I didn't have that. I didn't really come to attack in Oakland. I was, a little tired, I guess, but I just wanted to come in today and prepare and get ready to go. And I just felt good up there. I didn't want to overdo it. I took, a minimum amount of swings just because we've been playing a long stretch of games, and he's a great pitcher. But, I was seeing the fastball well earlier today, and I just wanted to make sure. I faced him a couple weeks ago in Dallas, and I kind of knew what he had. I wasn't really ready because that was my first time facing him, but then second time tonight, I had a good idea when to load and when to shorten up when I needed to, and I was all over the first pitch.
10 runs, just enough for your Houston Astros. We were talking about this before the show. Since George Springer walked out the door, it has been, as you say, a spattering in center field, and it looks like, they found it in what Dusty called the win of the year. Wow.
And I think for me, Chaz McCormick kind of signifies cutting your teeth on an unbelievable team and constantly being thrust into uncomfortable moments. And now he's so used to it that he's having big moments of his own, right? So 6 ribbies last night, huge moment against Aroldis Chapman. And it looks like the fun-loving guy at a clubhouse.
Yeah.
And his nickname is the
Chazmanian Devil.
Which got me to thinking, coming home at 3 o'clock after grammar school, throwing your book bag on, you flip on the TV.
It's Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes time, right? Maybe a little Tom and Jerry mixed in.
Jetsons.
But you were Jetsons?
Yeah.
But it's definitely a Looney Tunes. And you know what else is Looney Tunes? 6 straight ALCSs for them and 4 World Series tries. So let's get into it. Let's turn them into some Looney Tunes. There he is, the Tasmanian the Chazmanian Devil. And I want to, can we pause this real quick? The reason I set up the green and the red, the way he stands in the box, I stood very similar to that, and you want to dive at the baseball. So he's on go. We talk about hunting windows. Anything that's in the green, he's going. Chipper Jones used to say to me all the time, if a pitcher can hit that red inside part 3 times, tip your hat and walk back to the bench. I don't think they can do it. And his ABs screamed it, run it. John Gray's going to try and come inside eventually with a 2-seam heater. He leaves it in the green, and he is on go. Bang! See you later. Right? Awesome shot. Dead center field, off the wall to get the party started. And then the same thing on the Aroldis Chapman. Look at this. Inside, out over the plate, and he is hunting that window. Here's the Chapman pitch. 2-seamer that he's trying to almost paralyze him inside with. Leaks out over the plate. There's no cheat on Chaz. He's seeing the ball well. He said he wasn't happy with the way he played in the Oakland series. Felt a little tired, regrouped. Marvin the Martian. We're going to give that to Bregman because he is a Martian at times, wearing a Roman soldier's helmet and a skirt. And if anybody has watched Alex Bregman recently, because he's been raking, 438 with 4 homers, 7 RBIs, and a 1361 OPS in his last 8 games. But he's doing something completely different at the plate. Go back to April. Look at the leg kick. Slide it in for me, Bades. He went to a toe tap all of a sudden. Also, he's holding on to the bat with 2 hands almost on everything he pulls, which is super interesting. Again, kids at home, constant tinkering for timing. The road runner. Let's give it to Kyle Tucker. We know he rakes, but he's leading this team in stolen bases as well. He's hitting .432 with 4 homers, 12 RBIs, and a 1424 OPS in his last 10 games. And watch him cut the corner right here. Get down. I actually think his foot hovered, and they gave it to him right there. All right, rotation. The reason we throw Christian Javier, we'll give him Elmer Fudd, is Elmer Fudd lulls you to sleep.
Hello.
The reptile lulls you to sleep on the mound and then throws that devastating high heater right by you. I don't even think we've seen nearly close to the best of him. Foghorn Leghorn, that barrel.
I say, Fromber.
Yeah, that barrel-chested rooster, that's a barrel-chested monster right there. And then Dusty Baker will give you, because you're the head of the class, we're going to give you Bugs Bunny because you wear gloves, the carrot,
I
the
do know all
toothpick.
this.
I watched a lot of TV.
There's a lot of useless info
I
up
used
there.
to watch this all the time.
Good.
All right.
They allowed 20 runs in their
That
last
was a
2
great
innings against
game.
the Rangers. Wow.
Yeah.
Driving to
Houston
the yard
needs a
feeling
starter.
good.
And the Rangers need bullpen help. Also, the
Chapman
Royals
made one. I mean, you got to tip your cap to Chaz last night. I mean, Chapman hadn't given up anything, and then two-seamer leaks.
The Rangers are skipping Nate Eovaldi tonight, so it's JP France, and right now TBD.
I saw that on MLB.com.
For the Rangers, so.
To be determined.
Yeah.
We will see. Hey, we're going to the bank because the Orioles are on pace for their sixth 100-win season in franchise history and first since 1980. Jordan Westburg in the top of the second. Do they just manufacture hitters and allow their 30th pick in the 2020 draft? And the title on MLB.com's article was the Orioles are used to the crazy and they continue to rise above it. Yeah, they do. Where was this? What'd you think?
That's a ball.
Bottom of the fifth.
Like, why is he
definitely shouldn't get thrown out. For him to sit there and go, why are you throwing me out?
You can see him saying, for what?
Questioning balls and strikes.
The Orioles have won 13 of 16, averaging 5.8 runs during that
is
stretch.
Hammered.
Ryan Mountcastle on top of the sixth.
It's good to see him back.
Yeah, it is. 451 feet. Nick Castellanos already topped his home run total from last year, almost to last year's RBI total. Watch Bryce Harper. I love Bryce Harper. What does he think he was? What does he think? I'm safe.
Oh, man, that's such a good throw by Jorge Mateo.
He's out, but I totally believed him. Phillies tied at 2 runs apiece. Colton Cowser, he didn't even start this game. He came in for Aaron Hicks, and he made a few big plays in the top of the ninth. Runner on third. Got him. RBI double to left field. Gunnar Henderson scores. A sold-out crowd. A 1-run win. Orioles take it 3-2. Sometimes it all falls in place.
Another exciting finish in Milwaukee. Reds, Brewers, big series here. Elly De La Cruz leading off against Colin Ray. Almost going off, but he's robbed by Joey Wiemer. That's the first batter of the game. Now, a little bit later, the Brewers scoreboard trolling Elly De La Cruz. By saying he almost hit a homer. He put that up on the scoreboard. Christian Yelich on second. William Contreras comes through. Brewers take a quick 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Now, De La Cruz is back up in the third inning. This is what I was talking about. This is the scoreboard before he stepped to the plate. Almost hit a home run, but then he didn't. Well, no one's catching this one except for the ham and egger with a glove in right center field. That is 456 feet away, the longest home run hit at this stadium this season. Sam Frelick.
Do us right, Sal Frelick. Skybox tire.
Sam Frelick, his first career home run. He's the second Brewer to have at least 5 hits, including a homer in the first 3 career games of his career. The other, Paul Molitor in 1978. Christian Yelich, Alexis Diaz. Ball game. Brewers beat the Reds again by the final of 3-2, and they now have a 1.5 lead. And it's a lead that they can thank because of their success against the Cincinnati Reds so far.
Yeah, the Reds
this season.
Milwaukee's their kryptonite. There's no question about that, Roflo.
Yeah, Nays is telling me in my ear that it's really a 2.5 game lead for the Brewers over the Reds, D-Row, because Milwaukee owns the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I mean, there was so much to digest. There were so many good games last night. Obviously, this one jumped off the page at me. Christian Yelich is back, okay? 2018, 2019, next to Mike Trout, he was the best player in the sport. And then Cody Bellinger, there's kind of this weird kind of parallel between the two of them winning MVP and then kind of disappearing for a little bit. Obviously, Christian Yelich is going to make no excuses for being dinged up. Whether it's the back, fouling the ball off the knee, whatever the question may be, his numbers slumped, his power numbers slumped. But he stood the test of time, and he's back in a big way. So I want to give him some love. He had the game-winning hit last night, and his numbers are flying off the board. Okay? He's made subtle adjustment. We just talked to about Alex Bregman going to a toe tap. Christian Yelich went to a toe tap. But I want to take you back to July 20th, all right? He has been hot, and he has been on fire. But he's kind of changed his MO. This was a big game for him. 3 knocks. He had a chance to a triple away from what would have been his 4th cycle. Check me out. April, right here. Leg kick. July, toe tap. It's just trying to find rhythm and timing at the plate to get synced up with the heater. Whatever makes sense. The fact that these guys Bregmans, Yelich, they're able to make this in season is incredible to me. This was something that took an entire offseason to match up. It took another 20 spring training games to have this feel comfortable to bring it into a game. These guys are saying, hey, I got to adapt or die, and that's exactly what's happening. Run this. And he's been on fire, okay? Last 68 games, he's hitting .315 with a .934 OPS, and then he's able to bleed this ball through the hole. Send him, game over. Good speed on the base paths. So bring up his on-base percentage board. Since the toe tap adjustment, on-base percentage leader since the start of May 4th. Juan Soto finds his way up there. You know Freddie Freeman. Ohtani's on every board we throw up. Arise was with 400. And Christian Yelich, right in the company he should be in. And I think kind of the influx of youth with the Milwaukee Brewers, they're getting a chance to watch this guy go about his craft. The Sal Freliks of the world, the Joey Wiemers of the world, it can't help but help them through osmosis. So hats off to Christian Yelich, kind of giving this team a jolt, giving them and I think for him, just freeing him up mentally to know that it hasn't left him, that he could get it back. Let's give some love to Joey Wiemer and Sal Frelick, two young guys that are going to play a major part for this team. First at bat, Elly De La Cruz. Listen, Joey Wiemer, to watch him hit, watch him play D, this guy's an electric factory. I guarantee he's rocking a mullet. I guarantee every guy on this team absolutely loves this guy. And I can't help but have him remind me of our old counterpart, Eric Burns. That's who he is on the field. When he gets in the box, and if he could have the career that Eric Burns had, it'd be a pretty nice one. And then Sal, thank you so much. Big time spot, 2 strikes on you, tying it up. Look at the inflection of just youth getting it done. And like Robert said, when's the last time, pause this, when's the last time a Brewers rookie had 5 hits and a homer in his first 3 games? Paul Molitor. So you're starting to see like the fight, the Paul Molitors, the Robin Younts. That's who this guy reminds me of. Run this. And then in the 8th inning, this is his, 3rd game in the big leagues, and he's slapping ABs. 2-0. I would have swung at that. I'm swinging at this. He's 2-2. Fights, spits on a slider down, works the walk, fouls off tough pitches, and you can just tell he knows I was meant to be in these moments. Like, look, let's go, boys. I'm going to score the winning run. And then you can't help but watch a Cincinnati game. This guy is like nothing I've ever seen before.
Good grief.
I'm trying to figure out comps for Elly De La Cruz, and I can watch him play defense just as much as I can watch him do
Kevin
this.
Durant?
I'm going to flip. We'll get to it. I flipped a right-handed hitter to the left side just to take. This ball is at. You don't go there in batting practice over the Toyota Sequoia sign. And then have the confidence to pull a big poppy and flip the bat towards your dugout. I had to flip Vladimir Guerrero when I first broke into the league to watch him. He hit a ball about 520 feet in Montreal off Mike Hampton. This is the kind of athleticism, wild freedom that I see with Elly De La Cruz. And then can you show me a little defense? First inning, Sal Frelick. Run this. All right, notable 2023 percentile rankings. Sprint speed, 100. Max exit velo, 98. Arm strength, 99. In the first inning, we'll eventually get to it. Sal Frelick's hitting 4th for the Milwaukee Brewers. They're turning a double play. I bet you Sal never grounds into a double play. Elly De La Cruz is standing still on second base and is able to catch it and throw an absolute rocket, bang, bang, that they wanted to replay, but Craig Counsell's like, no, this guy's a freak. So we'll get into that a little bit later.
Unbelievable.
Andrew Abbott on the mound tonight, who's been a star, and Corbin Burns over the last month been immaculate.
Absolutely. And Frelick, according to Eric Nays, looks like Justin Thoreau.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston's
Ex.
Oh, they've divorced?
Oh, numerous.
Numerous what?
Jennifer Aniston's been in the show twice today.
Yeah. Full circle for The Breakup. We mentioned the movie The Breakup, and now...
Where are you going to get that? You know what I mean?